stars in his hands and his feet. The Son of God hung on a tree. All I can say is I need you. All I can do is fall down on my knees. All I can offer is praise upon praise for the grace upon grace I've received from a humble heart to the humble King. I come again to a table set, remembering how you bring life from death, the author, creator, and crucified.
I can listen to that beautiful voice for hours, sitting in adoration, just listening to Sarah Kroger. She's an amazing talent, a Nashville-based Catholic worship leader and songwriter who has released 5 albums, and she's going to be performing at Rising from the Ashes Revival right here in Detroit on July 22nd, and she is our guest right here on Epiphany today. Sarah, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me, guys. How are you doing?
We're doing wonderful. And Sarah, I had the pleasure of my husband and I were on the Good News Cruise this past year. So you were amazing on the cruise. And I was very excited to have you here on Epiphany. When I heard you were going to be at Rising from the Ashes Revival, I thought, oh, I absolutely have to have her on. So let's talk about your ministry and the work that you do. When did you realize that music was going to be part of your life, your ministry?
Oh gosh, I feel like I didn't really have a choice in the matter, just because music has always been such a huge part of our life. My parents, when I was growing up, were both music ministers full time in the Catholic Church in our local city, and so it just like I grew up around it. It was kind of like we were voluntold to be a part of the children's choir and take piano lessons, and I loved it. I really have always loved music. It's just kind of always been a part of who I am. I love singing and performing, and so that love started at a really young age, and my parents' love for it just kind of continued to foster it. So I really can't imagine doing anything else at this point.
Sarah, when I was listening to you on the Good News Cruise, and I was just listening to that song just now, you don't just have a talent in music, you have a charism in music. I truly believe that, because charisms are used to move people closer to Christ. We're blessed by them with the Holy Spirit. And when you hear somebody, there are many talented musicians, but they don't move me closer to Christ. They don't inspire me to want to go pray and sit in adoration, but they're talented. Okay. They have a talent, and there's a difference, but you have both. When you sing, do you feel like the Holy Spirit is moving you? Because I really feel when I listen to you, the Holy Spirit is moving me to go deeper in my faith.
Yes. I mean, it's so interesting because when I was younger, I'd never really, my parents are both, like I said, involved in music ministry, but they didn't necessarily do contemporary worship, So the first time that I encountered that kind of music was at a youth conference when I was a junior in high school. And it literally changed everything for me, because it kind of introduced me to this other way of communicating with God, which was through music and through the lyrics that really became like prayers for me. And so that really set me on a different kind of journey of encountering God through music for myself, first and foremost. And then once I started leading worship, it really became like an extension of that. Like I wanted to do what those worship leaders had done for me when I was in high school for everyone else. Like I just wanted to be, that's always been my goal, is to be a vessel for the Lord, for people to encounter the Lord through whatever it is that I'm doing, to not be a distraction, but to just be truly like a conduit for people to encounter the love of God. And so it's really sweet to hear you say that. I'm really grateful for this life that He's called us to. And truly like, what a dream to be able to do this full time. I really love it.
Yeah. Yeah. Not many people use their talents and their charisms for the greater good and for the glory of God, to bring others to faith. Or get to. You're right. You're part of the multicultural trio Village Lights, as well as a female collective Faithful. Tell us about those two enterprises.
Yeah, and those are just a few of many that I've been able to be a part of over the last couple of years, especially. It's just so sweet to be a part of collaborative projects, because sometimes it can feel a little bit daunting when it's just you, releasing music and putting things out there, and even like to be on stage by yourself can just feel a little bit like a lot sometimes. So it's been always really special to be a part of those collaborative projects where the pressure isn't just on me, and like the thing as a whole, like all of us bringing our gifts together, it just makes for a really unique kind of just special, diverse kind of experience, whether it's the music that we're writing and releasing and bringing all our perspectives and our hearts and our experiences to those pieces of music. It's just every time that I've gotten to be a part of something collaborative like that, I've almost always said yes, because it's just so much fun to be a part of a group rather than just by myself sometimes,
And you're going to be part of a very big group right here in Detroit on July 22nd for Rising from the Ashes Revival. Tell us about that. And what is it like for you to perform at such venues and events like that?
Oh, I love it. I love it so much, especially for something like this, like to just offer an opportunity for the whole diocese and beyond the diocese to come together for a day to celebrate what the Lord's doing and pray for what he will continue to do both in the diocese and in people's lives. It's such a beautiful opportunity for people to come together with their families and the community and to just, sing his praises and encounter his love in a really specific way. I think it's going to be a really awesome day together. I can't wait.
So, Sarah, we have another song we want to play, and you can maybe tell us about it after we play it, but Dan's going to play No Filter. So go ahead, Dan, let's play that.
Sometimes when I pray, I wonder if I'm talking to the ceiling. Sometimes when I sing, I question if this whole thing's just a feeling. Who are you? Who am I? Questions just keep racing through my mind. If you want me, here I am, no filters, with questions more than answers. You want me, here I am. No hiding, no more playing perfect, 'cause honesty is worth it. You want me, here I am. If you want me, here I am. Sometimes I do all the right things, hoping it would make you proud of me. Is it okay to feel you more in nature than inside church buildings? Who are you? Who am I? Question after question in my mind. If you want me, here I am, no filters, with If you want me, here I am, no filters, with questions more than answers. You want me, here I am.
That's No Filter by our guest here with us today, Sarah Kroger, the amazingly talented Sarah Kroger, performing July 22nd at Rising from the Ashes Revival. Sarah, tell us a little bit about that song. What inspired it?
Yeah, that song was inspired by a particularly difficult season of faith that I had walked through. For a lot of my life, I had kind of experienced God's presence relatively easily. And then a couple of years ago, just kind of out of the blue, just started experiencing the exact opposite, just a lot of questions, existential questions, big questions in life. And all of it just met with absolute silence from the Lord. And it was a really trying season. I would say a season in the desert. But what the Lord taught me in that time was that He's not after our perfection. He's not after us just for the sake of doing faith, like out of obedience. Like He's after our hearts, and He wants us to meet Him with our honesty and with our questions and our doubts and our fears and all the things. And so that song was really like capturing that moment of my faith walk that was particularly difficult. And, looking back on it now, I can say that I'm actually really grateful for it, because it was an opportunity to grow closer to Him and kind of remove the things that were false and kind of illusions in the first place, and really gain His love in a deeper way.
Many people can connect to that, Sarah, because we've all gone, a lot of us have gone through those moments of kind of like desolation or, not hearing God's voice. And so you can connect to that song and kind of walk through your own journey through you and your music. And, I like to ask guests whenever possible, Sarah, about epiphany moments. Our show is called Epiphany, where the Lord shines truth on our life. And we have many of these moments, and kind of even that song itself is kind of an epiphany, where the Lord is really leading you, directing you, guiding you, answering a prayer, shining truth on you. Do you have an epiphany moment you could share with us today?
Yeah, I mean, one that comes to mind was when I was a lot younger, actually. I was bullied a lot in elementary school. And so as a result of that, I've had a love for music since I was little, but I didn't want that part of me to be torn down like the rest of me had been torn down. So for many, many years, I just decided I'm going to hide this talent, this gift, whatever you want to call it, and not share it with anybody, just because I was afraid, honestly. And so fast forward to when, like I was saying earlier, that youth conference where I first kind of encountered the love of God through the music, and it changed my life. But there was a speaker on that retreat who was speaking to the whole room, but it was one of those moments where it felt like he was just speaking to me. And he said, if you have a gift from God and you're not using it, you're denying the glory of God within you. And I felt like God was lovingly,
wow, what a beautiful
but forcefully
message.
tapping me on the shoulder and just saying, like, hey, Sarah, this isn't meant for just you. Like, I'm asking you to step out in faith and start sharing this gift. And the rest is history. I went back to my church and started sharing my gift for music, and it kind of snowballed from there. But it's really crazy to think back on that time and realize how close I was to allowing fear of what other people would say about me, or the lies that I had believed, from keeping me from becoming who God wanted me to be, so that was definitely an epiphany moment for me. And I'll never forget it.
Wow, that's beautiful. What a message to us all, right? God has blessed all of us with a talent. And to go out there and do something great for His glory, for the greater good. And what an important reminder for all of us. Sarah Kroger here with us on Epiphany. She's performing at Rising from the Ashes Revival, July 22nd. There are many tickets. We'd love for all of you to attend. We will be there. Ave Maria Radio will be there, and I'll be hosting my program from there. Very excited about it.
Awesome.
And very excited to be there. And I can't wait to see you perform. My husband will be with me as well. Sarah, you have released 5 albums since 2011. What's the future? What do you have in store? What's next?
I am working on a new album right now. I'm actually going to a co-write this afternoon to finish up a song for that. So I'm writing songs for something new. And then honestly, this fall and December, we haven't officially announced this yet. So this is you're the first to hear of it officially, but Matt Maher and I are doing the Cathedrals tour again this fall and winter. We will be coming to Detroit
when?
In December. So
I got to get tickets.
That's on the lookout for that.
Okay. Do you know where you're performing?
We're going to be at the Cathedral, I believe. Don't
the Cathedral.
Hold me to that, but we're going to be at the Cathedral, yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I'm getting tickets. My husband's listening. That's what I want for Christmas. I want tickets to Matt Maher and Sarah Kroger. What a concert that will be. Very excited about that. So thanks for announcing that right here on Epiphany. That's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
Sarah, how can people find out more about you? How can they? I follow you on social media, but can you give us all the ways that we can find out about you, follow you?
Totally. If you're on social media, the place I hang out the most is Instagram and Facebook. So you can find me on there just looking up Sarah Kroger. And then, but for everything else, tour dates, store merchandise, music updates, sarahkroger.com. That's where you can find all that.
So, Sarah, another question really quickly. We were on the Good News Cruise, like I mentioned, and that was like, a retreat on the water. It was beautiful. What was it like for you to engage people who are fans of yours, but in a place that, you're bumping into people on the cruise all day long? You know what I mean? So what was that experience like for you?
It was fun. It was really fun. There were definitely times where I was like, wow, this is actually like a little intense, you know what I mean? Like just to not have a place to, because you're on the open ocean on a boat with everybody that's Catholic. But for the most part, honestly, everyone was super kind and really, really lovely, and just wanted to share like what my music has meant to them, or just kind of like just get to know each other. You know what I mean? It was like a really it felt like a retreat atmosphere, but on a cruise ship. I don't know how to describe it other than that. It really felt like a retreat and a community. And the good news, we've done it 3 years now. And so it really does feel like this like really sweet little community that we've built and been a part of in the last couple of years. And we see Good News Cruise people like all year round at random events that we go to, which is really, I don't know how to describe it. It's just really fun for me. And they're always like, we were on the Good News Cruise. And, it's just a fun thing to be able to connect in that way.
And what is it like to perform with Matt Maher, to be there with Andrea Bocelli as a musician, what is it like for you?
Oh, it's so fun. I mean, Matt Maher, I've known since I was a teenager and just always looked up to him, and now can actually call him a friend and a collaborator. And that's just a really sweet, special thing for me. Definitely my 16-year-old self is like, what? This is crazy. I love this. Andrea Bocelli, though, another whole other level. I could not believe that we got to experience that in such a like small theater,
Yeah. That's amazing.
It was a really special experience to hear him and just to, bear witness to his craft. Like, what an incredible gift.
Yeah, another charism. Believe me, when I was listening to that concert, I was like, I closed my eyes and I'm like, this is blessed by the Holy Spirit. This amazing charism he has. Yeah. Sarah Kroger with us here on Epiphany. Rising from the Ashes Revival, July 22nd. You can catch her there and in concert in December with Matt Maher. I will be attending because I'm going to make sure my husband gets me tickets to that for sure. Sarah, any last words before we let you go?
No, we can't wait to see you in just a few weeks.
Yeah. Oh, yes. I will be there. I can't wait to see you too. God bless you, and God bless your talent and everything that you do for his glory and for the greater good.
Same to you. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Sarah Kroger, sarahkroger.com. You can follow her on social media, Instagram and Facebook, and go to her website and catch her at Rising from the Ashes Revival, July 22nd, right here in Detroit. Get your tickets today. We'll be right back. We got to take a break. Don't go away.